These 5 people brutally shot and hacked over 20 people to death with machetes on the July 1, 2016. The tragic attack took place at a popular eatery in Dhaka, popularly known as the Holey Artisan Bakery. The attackers walked into the premises of the bakery at about 8:45 p.m. wielding machine guns and machetes. They immediately slit the throat of the security guard and mercilessly shot those that were sitting on the chairs outside before making their way into the restaurant where others were dining.
There are bloodstains where the hostages were murdered by the attackers.
When the attackers got into the restaurant, they separated the foreigners and non-Muslims, after which they began shooting them repeatedly and also hacking them with the sharp machetes they were holding. One of the survivors of the attack spoke to the correspondents of BBC News. He was said to be chopping vegetables in the kitchen when he heard gunshots.
মানুষ যে মানুষ এইভাবে মারতে পারে আমার জীবনে আমি কোনোদিন ভাবিনি। যাবেন অল টাইম শিশি ও দেখে লগলগ সাথে গ্যাস গড়াগড়ি খাইতেছে রক্ত মাখানো সম্পূর্ণ দরজে গ্যাস পালাইতে আছে টেবিলের নিচে পলাইতে আছে ওখানে পলাইতে আছে কিন্তু তখন তো সবার কম বেশি পড়ান আছে এটা বলছে যে এটা জেতা আছে পরে ওইটারে কুপাইয়াও মারছে।
Members of the police and the Rapid Action Battalion shortly cordoned off the area after the attack began, but soon after, 2 police officials were killed following fatal injury when they attempted to engage the terrorists without backup. Islamic State claimed responsibility for the attack within a few hours of the siege, saying that 5 of their militant had killed 20 civilians and 2 police officials. The terrorist held the guests hostage and forced one of the chefs to cook for them all through the night. A joint force which comprised of the Army, Navy, Air Force, Police, BGB, RAB, and SWAT began a massive operation early in the morning. At 7:40 a.m., they launched Operation Thunderbolt and barged into the restaurant where heavy firing and explosions were used to eliminate the attackers.
एक गोलियों की आवाज के साथ ही टैंक भी नजर आ रहे हैं। शुक्रवार पूरी रात आतंकियों ने आर्टिसन बेकरी कैफे पर कब्जा जमा कर रखा हुआ था और सुबह कमांडो कार्रवाई में 6 आतंकी मार गिराए गए थे। और इस पूरे ऑपरेशन को किस तरह से
Fortunately, the carnage ended when army commandos stormed the restaurant and shot the 5 attackers dead and freed the remaining hostages that were still alive. Till date, this has been one of the most gruesome attacks in Bangladesh. The owner of the restaurant also gave a detailed account of how the attack happened. Let's watch as we hear the incident from the horse's mouth himself, and if you have gotten here and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please use this opportunity to support Phacts by doing so.
It's over here and they went around this side also. From what we hear from our staff accounts, that they stood with their backs to each other and then were firing at the foreigners and a couple of people, also others there who they weren't sure about. So they were unusually calm, like almost like army officers. That they seem to be very at ease with weapons. They seem to know what they're doing. They were shouting Allahu Akbar, you know. Plenty of our staff have confirmed this. I called them as soon as I heard the news and they told me that they were hiding, there were sounds of gunfire and these guys, they were hiding up, they'd all run to the roof. And then I asked them if they thought anybody was hurt and they said, well, by the way these guys were firing, definitely we think some people are gravely injured. They found a couple of people hiding there, including a Japanese national who was apparently shot then. And they brought our staff out over here, by which time our staff saw they were basically, you know, all dead bodies lying on the ground. There was another group of people who were upstairs, who were hiding upstairs. One of them had already fainted, I think by about 5 o'clock in the morning, and a short while after that the gunmen had come and released them, told them that we're not going to harm you, if you're restaurant staff and you're Muslims, we're not going to harm you, and then took them downstairs. They asked one of our staff for the Wi-Fi password and that's when they they used a torch and they took pictures. Apparently they were very keen to get this message out that their mission was accomplished to their whoever their higher chain of command or whatever was. We're in no rush to go back inside. It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be a very, very difficult day. There was so much happiness here that it was peace and harmony here, And it's not that anybody was doing anything wrong in this place.
Another survivor of the attack also narrated the event to the correspondents of NDTV under the condition of anonymity.
এক ভাই আছে শিশির কইয়া আমার নামে নাম ওকে দিয়ে সারা রাত্র ওরা মাছ ভাজা পাস্তা অন্যান্য ফুড জাতীয় খাবার ওরা খাইছে ওকে বলে কোরআন শরীফ পড়াইছে ও যা আমার কাছে বলছে ওই যে রান্না করে খাওয়াইছে ও বলছে ভাই আমাদের বলছে তোরা রোজা রবি ঠিক মতো নামাজ কোরআন পড়বি আর ওদের শেয়ারি খাওয়াইছে হ্যাঁ ওদের শেয়ারি খাওয়াইছে এবং ওরাও খাইছে পরে যখন রাত্র পুরা পশাইয়া এসে ওরা যখন মরবে তখন মারা যাবে বা পুলিশের অভিযানের কিছুক্ষণ আগে ওদের বলছে দেখ আমরা যেরকম ওদের মারছি আমরাও হাসি মুখে কিছুক্ষণ পরে মারা যাব তোদের সাথে আমাদের জান্নাতে বসে দেখা হবে হঠাৎ কিছুক্ষণ পরেই ভিতরে শুনতে পাই শব্দ গোলাগুলির আমার পাশ দিয়ে আমার শেপ দিয়াগো আর্জেন্টিনার ও দৌড় দিছে আমরা সাথে সাথে বাথরুমের ভিতর ঢুকি আমরা 9 জন বাথরুমের ভিতর সারা রাত্র থাকি পরে অনুমান রাত 2টা-3টা বাজে তখন ওরা আমাদের ওই যে ওখান দিয়ে হাঁটার পরে বলতে আছে যে বাথরুমের দরজা বন্ধ তার 10-20 মিনিট পরে এসেই আমাদের বলে ওখানে কারা আছিস তোরা বাঙালি না ফরেনিয়ার আমি সামান্য মাথা নোয়ানোর ফাঁকা দিয়ে দেখলাম একজনের সামনে বড় একটা রামদাও ধরে বসে আর একজনে পিস পিলে বন্দুক ধরে বসে ওই আমাদের ভিতরে যে বাইরে গেছে 5 জন ওদের ডিবি অফিসে গেছে পর আমরা ওদের কাছে জিজ্ঞেস করছি তোরা কি দেখছস ভিতরে কি অবস্থা ওরা বলছে ভাই মানুষ কোপাইছে গুলি মরা আছে কেউ গ্যাস সিলিন্ডার নিয়ে ওইটা দিয়া চাপি দিছে
Series of investigations began after the attack and several accomplices that were involved and also sponsored the attack were subsequently arrested. Phacts extends its condolences to the families of the victims who lost their lives and hope they continue to rest in peace as justice is being served. Let Phacts know your thoughts in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel through the link in my bio and follow us across our social media pages. See you all next time.